What's going on, amazing people? Let me empower you today. And I say that quite often, but there are so many times when we have to empower ourselves. So, have you ever had one of those days, and I'm sure we all have, where you just feel like when you wake up in the morning, you are on the struggle bus? We know that the struggle bus is real. It is so real. And it's hard for many of us to get off of that struggle bus. So when we get up in the morning, we're immediately walking into doubt. We're walking into those limiting beliefs. We're walking into I can't. We're walking into I'm not worthy. We're walking into all of these negative narratives that we're telling ourselves even before we even step foot on the ground in the morning. And so I know that I'm not the only one that has dealt with those negative narratives, those those feelings of just doubt and feeling unmotivated, just feeling like I don't want to. Right. So we have those moments and it's hard for us to get over those moments. If we can be honest, it's hard for us. And so I talk about often how the struggle bus that we have a tendency to be on, it is a choice. It is a choice. It is a choice that we make. And it's also a choice that we have to make in order to get off that struggle bus. So, yes, we say the struggle is real. Yes, there's challenges. Yes, there's all kinds of things because life just does what it does, right? Life is always going to do what it does. However, how we respond, how we choose to respond to life is really what matters. So, I really wish we would change our narrative as soon as we wake up in the morning. A lot of times we understand that when the morning sets the tone for the rest of the day. However, a lot of us don't even take heed to that or really um, get the understanding of what that truly means and how it impacts your life, how you waking up in the morning and how you wake up in the morning really truly makes the difference for your day. It makes a difference for the action you're going to take. It makes a difference on whether you're going to execute on your goals, your dreams, and walking into your purpose. And so, with that being said, this struggle bus is not a bus that needs to stop by your house in the morning. The struggle bus is one of those things that need to keep on going. You have a choice to get on that struggle bus every single morning. It is optional. You can choose to keep getting on the struggle bus, or you can choose to get up and execute on your goals, your dreams, and really walking into your purpose by taking action. So there's always action. You even take action when you make a choice to get on the struggle bus, when you make a choice to continue with dealing with the feeling of being stuck, the feeling of feeling unsatisfied, the feeling of doubt, the feeling of just all the limiting beliefs that come in. You have a choice. If you're going to allow those things to overcome you and do nothing, or if you're going to make a choice to get up and do something about it. It is your choice. It's your choice. It's that simple. Even though a lot of times the things that seem so simple are a lot difficult for us because of our mindset, because of that narrative that I was just talking about, that narrative that you're continuing to tell yourself over and over and over. And for many of us, it starts the evening before when we're dreading going to the job that we don't want to go to, when we're dreading whatever project, whatever task, whatever thing it is that all these emotions and feelings are attached to it. So we're dreading getting up and doing that thing instead of just facing it and getting it over and saying, you know what, let me deal with my emotions. Let me deal with my attitude that is related to this project, that is related to that job, that's related to this business. Let me deal with the attitude that is related to me continuing to be on the struggle bus in my relationships, in my finances, in my health and wellness, in my personal professional development, in my faith. Let me get off of that struggle bus. Let me start to take action and do something. And so for many of us, we may try to say, well, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I feel like I've been on this struggle bus. I've been dealing with these challenges. I've been dealing with these difficulties. I'm dealing with the self doubt. I am dealing with feeling like I'm discouraged. I'm dealing with feeling unmotivated. I'm dealing with all of these things. But my question is, what have you done about the fact? What have you done with the feelings that you're having? What action have you take? What action have you taken regarding the things that you're doing or not doing? What action have you began to take? If your answer is, well, I don't know what to do, so I just choose to do nothing, that is not the answer. And that is why you continue to be on the struggle bus. See, when you recognize that you are created for greatness, I always say you move accordingly. So we fail to understand that we have everything that we need already within us, because so many of us are we're feeling like we have to go and pay for our greatness. We feel like we have to go and read about our greatness. We feel like we have to go buy all these different things. Like, we don't have to buy any of those things. You don't buy your greatness because it's already within you. You just have to be willing to go through the process in order to unleash your greatness. So, this struggle bus that so many are so quick to say, I'm on the struggle bus, do me a favor and stop saying the struggle is real. Do me a favor and stop, stop claiming that struggle bus for your life. Stop claiming that struggle bus for your finances. Stop claiming that struggle bus for your health and wellness. Stop claiming that struggle bus with your faith. Stop claiming that struggle bus in your personal professional development, because you just need to take action. You need to begin to see yourself. You need to begin to understand the greatness that is within you so that you can take action to unleash your greatness. So we need to stop with all of the excuses, all of the reasons why we can't be, do, and have what we want. We need to stop with all of the negative narrative. We need to stop waking up and immediately going and, getting on the struggle bus. Some of us are waiting for the struggle bus. Some of us are calling, like how we call Ubers. We are calling the struggle bus on the phone so they can pick us up every single morning. And then we get on the struggle bus, and what do? We complain. we complain. We complain about being on the struggle bus. We even want to bring other people on the struggle bus with us. How many of us have ever been dealing with, whatever kind of struggle, and then we reach out to somebody else? We reach out to pull somebody else in because we want them to understand that this is where I'm at. And when we complain about it, that means we're just wanting to vent about it. We're not going to take action, for we just want somebody else to hear about our struggles. I don't know if that makes people feel good or what it is. But do me a favor, stop reaching out to other people, telling them about your struggle, especially if it's not someone that can provide a resource that can help you, empower you on that journey, that can help you dealing with whatever struggle that you're dealing with. I'm telling y'all, quit saying the struggle is real. Quit saying the struggle is real, especially when each and every morning you're getting up and getting on that struggle bus. You're getting on the struggle bus. When are you going to get off the struggle bus? When are you going to stop claiming that struggle in your life every single day. We are setting ourselves up for failure when we claim that struggle in our finances, when we're not taking action. What does your action plan look like? What does your game plan look like? And if we are dealing with whatever kind of difficulties, struggles in our life, do you have an action plan? Do you have an action plan? Because it's one thing to deal with that difficulty. It's one thing to deal with those challenges. It's one thing to have to get on that struggle bus. But it's another thing when you're taking action. It's another thing when you have some kind of plan in place. What does your game plan look like? What does your action plan look like? And if you don't have an action plan, you should. You should. If you ask me, you should have an action plan for everything in your life. You should have an action plan with your finances. You should have an action plan with your health and your wellness. You should have an action plan in your relationships with your personal and professional development. What does your action plan look like for growth in your life? If you have a business, what does your action plan? And for many of us, this year may not have been the best year, and for a lot of us, this has been a great year. But quit letting months, years, days, weeks, hours go by and not getting clear on what it is that you want and not actually sitting down and writing out your action plan for the things that you need to execute on, for executing on your goals, your dreams, and walking into your purpose. That action plan is so very important for each and every one of us. Again, it goes back to when I said you have greatness within you, but you have to be willing to unleash your greatness. And I believe that as we unleash that greatness, it goes back to that action plan. What does your unleash your greatness action plan look like? I can tell you what mine looks like. What does your action plan for unleashing your greatness look like? How are you planning on executing on your goals, your dreams, and walking into your purpose? How did you execute on your goals, your dreams, and walking into your purpose for this year? How did that work out for you? And what are you planning on doing different? What are you going to do different? That matters. That matters so much. You know, I'm so passionate about this thing because I can't tell you how many times I hear people every single day talk about their struggles. I know the struggle is real. We have struggles in our relationships. We have struggles in our finances. We have struggles after struggle after struggle after struggle. But guess what? The thing that you should be doing is asking yourself a question. Why am I struggling? What am I doing? Why am I struggling? What am I doing? What am I not doing? Why am I struggling? Why am I struggling in my relationships? Why am I struggling in growth? Why is my business not growing? Why am I struggling with my finances? Why is that struggle? And I know some of us, we reach those hard times in our lives, but guess what? It's all about action. Yes, we may reach a point in our lives where we're, having difficulties, we're having hardship, but we can't stay there. See, that is the very time when we need to be writing out that game plan. We need to be strategizing. We need to be, making sure we're getting ready and preparing for how we're going to grow, how we're going to move, how we're going to push out of that. And so that's why I say so many of us every single day, we're getting on that struggle bus. And we're okay with getting on that struggle bus. Are you okay with being on a struggle bus? Are you okay? Now, many of us don't even want to be on a bus, period. But I'm just saying. But yet we're getting up. Maybe yours is not a struggle bus. Maybe you are in a struggle car. Maybe you're on a struggle bicycle. I don't know what you might even be in a struggle plane. What I'm saying is you need to make sure you have an action plan for executing on your goals, your dreams, and walking into your purpose. What does your action plan look like? What does your action plan look like? When are you going to start strategizing? You know, I think back to, being in the corporate world and how, there's the end of the year and, beginning of the year, like there's all these strategy sessions. We need to strategize. We need to come together. And you have all these people that are on these meetings that's coming together to share ideas, to brainstorm, to, formulate a plan. And so we do that within like businesses and the corporate world. However, when it comes down to our personal lives, what are you doing as far as strategizing? Now, you might not need to have, all these people to come to the table, but are you even at the table with your notebook, with your pen? Are you even at the table ready to strategize, ready to look at the different areas, the different buckets of your life, and really looking at what has worked, what hasn't worked, what are some things that I'm really striving for, what is my dream, what is stopping me, what are my fears? Have you even sat down to even say, or not even sat down, have you even booked on your own calendar a strategy session? Have you even begin to strategize in your own life? And then we wonder why we're feeling stuck. We wonder why we're getting on that struggle bus, that struggle car, that struggle bicycle, struggle skates, whatever it may be in your life. We're wondering why we're continuing to have those struggles each and every day because we're signing up for it. Someone said, "Oh, who wants to be on a struggle bus?" And we're like, you know what? Sign me up. Sign me up. And you may be saying, well, no, I don't really want to be on no struggle bus. But the question then is, well, what are you doing? What action are you taking? What action are you taking so you don't have to be? What action are you taking so you don't have to be? That action plan is real. And it's even more real because we're at a time. And for many of us, there's vision board parties that we get excited about. There's, planning sessions that we get excited about all the stuff around the holidays and, shopping and Black Friday and all this other stuff. However, what you need to be getting excited about is the greatness that is within you. You need to get excited about executing on your goals, your dreams, and walking into your purpose. You need to get excited about developing, creating, strategizing an action plan for your life. That's what you need to get excited about. Now, how can you get excited about that? Many of us don't want to do the work. We talk a good game, but when it comes down to taking action, we don't want to do the work. We don't want to do the work. We don't even want to sit down and write out our dreams, write out our goals. We don't want to create that vision for our lives. We just want to keep talking about the struggle and how the struggle is real in hopes that someone else is going to get on the struggle bus with us. I need you today to recognize and realize in your own life that struggle bus that you may or may not be getting on, or someone may or may not be inviting you to get on. Listen, I don't want to get on anybody's struggle bus. I feel like we deal with enough stuff in our own lives. You don't want to have to get on somebody else's bus with them because they're complaining about it. We need to stop complaining and do more action. Do more taking action. It's just that simple. When are you going to take action? When are you going to take action? That's it. That's all it is. That's it. When are you going to take action? Quit saying you don't know how to do XYZ. Oh, this is why I'm on this struggle bus because of this person, or because this happened at my job, or because of this situation. Guess what? Take ownership for your own action plan. Take ownership for your own journey. Stop blaming anyone else, because all you can be concerned with is you. All you can be concerned with is you. All I can be concerned with is me, right? All you can be concerned with is you, your action plan, how you're going to execute on your goals, your dreams, and walking into your purpose. That's it. That's it. What does your action plan look like? If you don't have one, you better get one. You better get one, okay? You better sit down and figure that thing out. And the beauty about it is there's so many resources that we're not tapping into. We have the great internet at our fingertips. But how many of us are using it for our good? We are scrolling through social media and we're not using it for our good. We're using it for entertainment purposes. And don't get me wrong, to each his own, but why are you not utilizing it for good? There are tons of coaches, tons of mentors, tons of people out there with resources that can help you. So if you feel like, maybe you feel like, oh, I'm on this struggle bus and I don't want to. I'm committed to, really doing the action, doing what I need to do to get off of that struggle. However, I just don't know what else to do. Guess what? There's a resource for you. There is a resource out there for you that can help you. Matter of fact, because you're listening to this, that right there might be your resource. Maybe you need to reach out to me so we can have a conversation. That's all I'm saying. We have to get in the mindset of understanding in order for us to move, in order for us to grow, in order for us to level up, in order for us to be, do, and have the things that we want in life, the things that we deserve in life. We have to be willing to do the work. We have to be willing to execute on our goals, our dreams, and walking into our purpose. We have to be willing to unleash our greatness. But in order for you to unleash that greatness, you have to understand that you are great. So many of us still don't feel like we have greatness within us because somebody told you that you didn't have greatness. Somebody told you that you weren't worth anything, and you weren't anything. You ain't ever going to be nothing. Somebody told you that and you believed it. You have greatness within you. I don't care who told you that you weren't great. Listen to me. Stop listening to people that are speaking these negative things into your mind. Stop listening to some, even ourselves. Many of us are speaking that negative narrative to ourselves. And we're believing it and we're moving and acting accordingly. Do you know when you are telling yourself, I can't, or I'm not worthy, that your behavior it lines up with that? So if you feel like you're not worthy, then guess what? You're attracted to people that is going to dog you. You're attracted to people who's not going to see your worth. When are we going to wake up and realize the greatness that is within us? That greatness is so real. And the beauty about it is that each and every one of us has greatness within us. Each and every one of us. You have greatness within you. You have greatness within you.